Good morning, students. I'm Kamal Nath, and I welcome you all in the class of grammar. Student, you remember very well, we started a new chapter, subject-verb agreement, in the last class, and this is the second video session in which I am going to explain you some more rules related to subject-verb agreement. This is also very important here topic of grammar, which will help you a lot to correct your spoken, the sentences you make mistakes, where to use singular verb, where to use plural verb. So in that confusion, most of the time you make mistakes. So this will be very helpful. And here you can see it is a second part, as in the first part of the video I already explained what is subject verb agreement called. At the same time I explained you 6 rules already related to subject verb agreement, and it is here next some rules here that I am going to introduce you today. You will note down all these rules systematically in your copy and you all will learn them. Here, student, you can see what is subject verb agreement. It's very clear and you know that. Sometimes it escapes from your mind and you are not able to explain exactly, accurately. Subject verb agreement, as it is told, that means there is a connection. There is a connection between subject and verb we use in the sentence. We speak in the sentence. What is that connection? What is that agreement? What is that rule? Means if the subject in sentence is singular, the verb used for that subject will also be singular. And if the subject is plural, then the verb that will be used in the sentence will be plural according to subject. This is very simple, that it is called subject verb agreement. This is agreement between subject and verb. If subject is singular, verb will be singular. If subject is plural, verb too will be plural. Here some already rules are explained to you, and here the 7th rule that I have written is here. When the subject refers to distances, periods of time, sums of money, etc., and is considered as a unit, as a single unit, that distances, periods of time, money, then a singular verb is used for that one. Like 2 hours is not enough to complete this work. 2 hours is not. You can see hour becomes here hours because there is 2, but this 2 hours is not here separately considered. It is here considered as a unit, as a single unit, and that's why the verb after that used is, and is used for singular subject. So 2 hours is not enough to complete this work. 20 kilometers is long distance to walk. Another example here is 20 kilometers is long distance to walk. It's not hour. You don't make mistake because it is 20 and kilometers, so it will be hour. This 20 kilometers again is a single unit considered, and that's why the verb taken is singular. Is long distance to walk. 20 kilometers is long distance to walk. Here next one is here. 10 lakhs is a huge amount. Again 10 lakhs, you must be thinking 10 is here more than 1, so must be plural. Here 10 lakhs is also amount of money that is here considered as 1 unit, a single unit. And so the verb for this one is also is a huge amount. 10 lakhs is a huge amount. So let us proceed to the next here rule. 8th one, sentences starting with there is or there are. Sometimes you start your sentence there is or there are, have the subject following the verb. Means when you start the sentence with these words there is or there are, then the subject that will come after that must be according to the verb. Here you can see what is that one here. Example will reflect everything clear. There is no book on the table. There is no book on the table. Sentence starts with there is. But here book is here singular, because in there is the verb is, and that is singular. Is singular form, and that's why there is no book, not books on the table. There is no book on the table. Another example, there are many children in the playground. There are many children in the playground. In this sentence starts with there are, and in this one verb is plural, that is are, and that's why many children. There are many children in the playground. So children is what here? Plural form, and it is plural because sentence started with there are, and are is plural form of verb. So subject, that is here children, are in plural form. So as the rule tell here, if the sentence start with there is or there are, then they have the subject following the verb. What is the verb? Ninth one, here is when a singular subject is separated from the verb. When a singular subject is separated from the verb by phrases such as along with, as well as, or besides, not, they are not the part of the subject when they are separated. Okay, after these words as well as, along with, besides, not, they are separated from singular subject. They are not the part of the subject, and we use a singular verb because we have started with a singular. These are here separated from them. So the verb is singular, not the plural. That is the later part, whatever is plural. The farmer as well as his helpers is working in the field. Let us see very minutely. We mostly make here mistakes in these kinds of sentences because we are confused. Here, the farmer as well as, the subject is singular, the farmer, and after that it is separated. The farmer, this singular subject is separated by as well as his helpers. His helpers is here plural form, but the verb is used is working in the field. This is for the subject, that is the farmer, singular. The subject is singular, the farmer, and is used for the farmer, not his helpers. It is separated. His helpers is separated by the here words as well as. So is here second question. The master along with his servants is waiting on the platform. So here again the master is singular form, singular subject, and it is here separated with the word along with, and after that is his servants. So the verb to be used will not be according to his servants, that is plural, but according to the singular subject, the master, and that's why it is waiting on the platform. The master is waiting on the platform. Verb is not used for his servants. Let us see now next one. 10th rule. Subjects that are plural in form take a singular verb. They are looking like plural, but they take a singular verb because they are not plural. You see, mathematics, it is here s added in it. You may write here being confused. Mathematics are will not be here. Mathematics here is considered one subject, and so the verb is. Physics is my favorite subject. Physics is my favorite subject. You can see here also in physics s is here at last, and so is here singular verb is used. Mathematics, physics, economics, etc. Collective nouns, when taken as unit, single unit, such as family, group, committee or class, take a singular verb. Like the herd is grazing in the field. Herd is here as a unit, so it is a herd is. Although in herd there are so many here animals, but the herd is grazing in the field because the herd is here used as a single unit, as a unit. My family is going to watch a movie. Here will not be my family are. My family is. In the family there are many members, but family is a unit. And so these tips of grammatical tools, instruments, rules are very important for all of us and should be read, should be minutely observed and kept in our memory forever, so that when you use them either in spoken or written, you must be very careful, watchful. What are you going to speak? What kind of sentence? What kind of subject is there? What kind of verb is needed for that subject? So you please be careful and speak errorless, without error, just English. There are some more rules, my dear. Let us see. When the subject refers to individuals in the group, then the verb used is plural. The jury are going to give an important decision. Shoes are kept in the rack. So here these rules are very helpful to you. Please you keep in your mind. Next rule is plural indefinite pronouns. What are here indefinite pronouns? You have read already this chapter. Plural indefinite pronouns such as few. They are plural. These all are plural but indefinite. Few is here more than one, but how many is uncertain, not definite. And so it is called plural indefinite. Few, most, both, several, some. Take a plural verb or singular verb. Okay, plural verb or singular verb depending on the subject. You see some examples here. Most of the mangoes are fresh. Most of the mangoes. This is for here many here, not one. In just collection of many mangoes. Most here are talk here. In greater number are here discussed. Most of the mangoes are fresh. Several people enjoy traveling. Here is also referring plural. Most of the cake was eaten. Here will be was, not cakes. Here were eaten. Most of the cake was eaten. So let us see here. Next one, last one in this series. When two subjects are joined by and presenting one idea. Two subjects are joined by the word and, but both the subjects combinedly here indicate one idea, then it takes singular verb. Like bread and butter is his favorite food. Bread and butter is his favorite food, not bread and butter are his favorite food. Bread and butter is what here? One unit as our meal. As a meal. So bread and butter is his favorite food. Rice and curry is my favorite dish. Rice and curry is my favorite dish, not are, because rice and curry is here. It is here, just here, combinedly indicating one unit here, one idea about food, about meal. So this was what here, these were some of the rules related to subject-verb agreement, and I am sure students that these rules will be a great help for you, great tools for you to just modify your sentences, the mistakes you are making in your sentences, in writing or in a spoken. So you will correct them from the next time. So you all note down these rules in your copy and learn them forever. Thank you, students, for this video session. Thank you.